Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Currently I am outside waiting for some stuff, so I figured I might as well make a video. One of my I think it was Raul was the one who requested for coin from my Patreon, so this video's out to him. Whoever else wants to see the TA for coin, then you're more than welcome to watch this video. But I wanted to go through and kind of do from scratch video on how I usually run these TAs. And that's basically what I used to do. I basically just used to run all these TAs from scratch and just kind of see where we have like the most the most market structure really, around like every single level and stuff. And usually what a lot of people tend to use the what is it called, the daily for support and resistance. I really only like using the weekly, because I find that 95% of the time, if you break a certain level on the weekly, there's a really good chance you'll probably keep pushing for that next level on the weekly. So usually I tend to just use usually I really just tend to use like the weekly levels and stuff. But TA here, it's gonna be it's gonna be really simple. You've been in a huge downtrend with coin, which is absolutely insane. The fact that, oh my god. It's also a quick shout out to my daughter. She's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. Her birthday, my daughter's birthday, was actually on what is it called? My daughter's birthday was on November 9th. And we're actually throwing her a birthday party today at our place, at our house. So big shout out to her. She's I don't like saying if you don't have any kids, then that's cool, but man, I gotta tell you, having kids is like the best thing that's ever happened to me, man. I swear to God, dude. Like, my daughter is like the most amazing thing that I could possibly have ever asked more in the entirety of my life. Like, I've never been happier to have a daughter, to be a dad. Anyways, so usually when I set up my market structure, it's on the weekly. I usually set it up when it's had the most tests on the wicks, right? So if you're a Patreon member, you already know how to do this. I'm not really going to go too much into detail, because honestly, you don't really need that much TA for coin, really. I set up the TAs. I set up all of our stuff right here. Your absolute bottom that you've ever hit is down here at $40.46. Obviously, you guys know that right now I am bearish on Bitcoin and Ethereum, or generally all crypto. I am short-term bearish, very long-term bullish. I think crypto is, I really don't think it's gonna go to zero. And if it does, you're gonna have a lot of fucking shit happen in the whole world. What is it called? But usually right now, because you're at the low end right here of coin, there's a lot of things that I like to do to get like a rough estimate. Usually what I do is I get a fib forecast going. So we do break this level immediately, you already have another level of like $20, which would be generally like another like weekly level of how I would use what is it called, my levels for like forecasting and stuff. But let me see, sometimes I like to do like a couple of levels just to see if there's anything like similar, because let me see if I can have anything here. Like, for example, I like to use the fib forecast like this, and I like to see if there's a lot of similar levels of where something might actually go. So it doesn't really look like there's anything going on here, and I don't like using super extended levels here. Like, for example, here, use that low, run that up to that high, and then you get a price of like negative $60, which is 100% not gonna happen. But for this, really very simple. I think the next step for coin, which is kind of in tandem with what I already have going on with the crypto market, because I do think that Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to drop another 40-50%. It makes sense that you'd probably see the next price at $20, for coin essentially. And I think this actually is going to happen. What's the usual drop? When do you usually drop $20? So you went from 76 to 45. That was a huge drop in what? October 31st to where we are now. So November 14th, so about 2 weeks. So I would not be surprised to see this price within a month or by the end of the year, really. So if I had to forecast, I'd say that, I'd say we hit $20 for coin, before the end of year or so. And if the market keeps tanking as much as it has, then I definitely think it's going to go a lot lower. What's really cool about coin is that you can definitely see a huge multiple if Bitcoin and Ethereum start running really hard. So just on this, dude, you can get an 8x multiple if Bitcoin actually goes back to like 60-70k. Dude, I definitely think you have a really good shot at going back to at least like maybe 350, 360, which would give you a really good shot at doing a really ridiculous multiple. So if you were to buy in at $20, you run it up here, you're looking at an 18x multiple. If you invest, like, let's say you put $10,000, right? $10,000 at an 18x multiple, you're looking at almost $200,000. I really like coin for the long term. If it ever does actually hit $20, I would probably buy like 50k, and then I'd probably margin that for like $100,000. So if it does end up going back to like 350, 360, I can more than likely expect coin to give me, to take my 100k into like almost $2 million. So that's if we actually hit $20. If we hit $20, I am buying so much fucking coin, dude, just because I am very bullish on crypto in the long term. But we'll see what happens. Right now, short-term momentum, or at least short-term forecast, is $20 by the end of the year. And if we do hit $20, I'm gonna be loading up on what's it called? I'm gonna be loading up on coin, because I think $20 for coin is a ridiculously good price, especially if you still believe in crypto and maybe in the next 5 years that actually ends up doing something really good. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.